the WNBA has just triggered a strike, and trust me, this might go down as one of the most reckless moves in sports history. The players are demanding 33% of league revenue, but there's one detail that seems to have completely slipped their minds. In 28 years, this league has never made a single dollar in profit. Not once. Before the chaos explodes, imagine this. Your boss walks in tomorrow and says, "Here, 4 times your current salary." You'd probably hesitate, right? Maybe even laugh. Or you might cross your arms and throw a fit like a kid denied a toy. Now hold that thought, because that exact scenario is happening right now. And when the fallout hits, it won't be small. It'll be catastrophic. Here's the reality. The WNBA owners just put an offer on the table that would raise maximum salaries from $250,000 to nearly $2 million over the life of the contract. Let that sink in. $2 million. Average pay jumps from about $120,000 to over $770,000. Even minimum salaries start above $250,000 in year 1. This isn't just a raise. It's a full-scale financial revolution. And yet, the players' union said no. Why? Because it doesn't hit their sacred 33% revenue number. Principals, it seems, are worth more than almost doubling your paycheck. Do you see these numbers? Quadruple raises. For times what they're earning. Who in the world walks into work and says, "Thanks, here's 4x my salary," and then turns it down? Who throws a fit? Who crosses their arms and says, "Nope, not enough"? Look at that reaction. That's exactly what's happening here, and here's where it gets darker. The executive committee with the power to call the strike? Breanna Stewart, Nafisa Collier, co-founders of a rival league, Unrivaled, and Niga Umik, already signed to Project B, another competing league. Let me get this straight. The people who can shut down the WNBA stand to profit massively if it collapses. And somehow, the mainstream media is silent. Not a word from ESPN. Not The Athletic. Nothing. Convenient, right? The league's response? One of the most calculated, sharp, professional middle fingers you'll ever see. We strongly disagree with the Player Association's characterization of negotiations, which fundamentally misrepresents the ongoing discussions. Translation: you're lying to the public. Owners are saying, we're offering uncapped revenue sharing that grows with the league. Immediate salary increases that could change your lives. And yet, you're acting like we're villains. The audacity is staggering. The misrepresentation runs deep. The Players Association wants the world to believe owners aren't negotiating in good faith, that the league is holding back. But from everything I've seen, the league is the one making real compromises. Picture this: you're 16. Your wealthy parent hands you a Mercedes C-Class. Smooth, reliable, beautiful. But you wanted the AMG fully loaded. Leather, body kit, the works. What do? You throw a fit. You pout. You complain. Maybe you even post about your unfair life online. That's exactly where these WNBA players are right now. But they're not 16. They're grown professionals in a sport nobody watched until Caitlin Clark arrived and flipped the lights on. And yet, the veterans are acting like they built this surge. Like they deserve to ride the wave that one rookie created. As if the arena's filling up, the buzz, the ratings they're owed to them. The league's response? Prove it. Show us the sustainability. Keep the momentum alive. Then why? Then there's the housing drama, peak entitlement in action. The league wants to stop covering housing for players on guaranteed contracts, just like every other professional league in the US. NBA players find their own apartments. NFL players do too. Yet the WNBA players are furious. Even when the league guarantees housing for training camp rookies, 7-day contract players, or anyone traded mid-season, Breanna Stewart and Natasha Cloud said it's still unacceptable. Seriously? Even when the most vulnerable are protected, it's not enough. Where does personal responsibility begin? David Sampson, one of the sharpest minds in sports business, issued a warning that should terrify every player considering the strike. The NBA will draw a line. They'll protect WNBA growth, but they won't hand over the revenue the players demand. Eventually, yes, players might compromise. But eventually could arrive too late. Every day this drags on. Every strike headline, every holdout story, momentum dies. Casual fans slip away. And those people? They don't come back. Meanwhile, owners keep negotiating, keep raising offers, keep proposing uncapped revenue sharing directly tied to league growth. By the time the players finally agree, the money might already be in the owners' pockets and the league's magic moment could be gone. Here's a question nobody's asking. What if they strike and no one notices? What if the season is canceled and fans shrug and move on? What if the 2024 momentum, the surge everyone's celebrating, evaporates because players gambled on principle instead of seizing the biggest opportunity this league has ever seen? That nightmare scenario is creeping closer by the day, and the media? Spectacularly failing. Every headline paints a heroic pro-player picture. Nobody asks the hard questions. Nobody calls out the executive committee's conflicts of interest. Nobody explains the crucial difference between net revenue and gross revenue. It's all players are brave, players are standing up, players deserve more. Deserve based on what? Hopes? Feelings? Potential future success? Because when we measure reality, profits, revenue, financial viability, the players have no solid ground to stand on. Here's the truth. The owners have offered a deal that could change these players' lives forever. And they said no, because it didn't hit some arbitrary percentage that made them feel valued. Now we're staring down a strike that could kill momentum, alienate fans, and ruin careers. All because a handful of people couldn't accept a sevenfold pay increase. All because pride outweighed common sense. And when this inevitably blows up, when owners call the bluff, when the season is canceled and fans move on forever, don't say no one warned them. The warning is etched in red ink.